My dad, I came home one day crying from football practice. He said, "What are you crying about?" I said, "Mr. Neary was yelling at me today at football practice." And my dad said, "That's great." I looked at him, he said, "Augie, he's yelling at you because he cares about you. When he stops yelling, that's when you get worried." My last mentor, Father Christian, just died a couple years ago at the ripe old age of 100. I've always had mentors. I've always had teachers. We have teachers in school. We have teachers at work. But then when we come to the most important things in our lives, the spiritual things, the character development things, the personal growth things, all those things we try to do alone. Usually don't have any trouble getting ourselves a golf pro when the balls are all going into the water. But when our life's not working, we resist getting ourselves a coach. It's not easy to find one, but again, it's one of those things that I would say I got just as much, maybe more, out of looking for the mentor as I got out of the mentor. That's part of the process. But what I always say is people always asking me all the time, how do I know that I have the right mentor, you know? And I always say, hey, take it down a notch here. How does he know he's got the right student? Why don't you work on you being a better student instead of worrying all the time about whether you got the right mentor? What are you, God's gift to the world here? That you deserve Jesus Christ himself as a mentor? I've seen far more people who suffer because they're unable to be coachable, they're unable to listen to a mentor, they're unable to get off their butts and go find a mentor, than were ever damaged because they had some insane mentor, they had them do some terrible thing. And so be coachable, find your mentor, listen to him, go looking for it, and it's part of the quest, it's part of the fun, it's part of the interesting part of finding these mentors.